This morning, it's my privilege to announce a major provision of federal funding that will boost the growing tourism economies of the cities of Bristol and also our larger region. Today, at my urging, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, through its Rural Development Agency, is providing a low-interest federal loan in the amount of $2.5 million to the Birthplace of Country Music Alliance for the construction of its Cultural Heritage Center here in downtown Bristol. When constructed, the Cultural Heritage Center will become a major tourism destination in itself. It's estimated that the Smithsonian Quality Museum and the performing arts venue that will be associated with the center will bring tens of thousands of visitors to Bristol each year, supporting existing downtown businesses and also creating new opportunities for emerging entrepreneurs. The new Cultural Heritage Center will add a major asset to the Crooked Road, which is our region's tremendously successful effort to showcase its musical heritage with a driving trail that extends from Rocky Mount in Franklin County all the way to Clintwood in Dickinson County on the Kentucky border. The music that was born in the hills of this region is at the root of the popular music that has spread across our nation and been exported to the world. And Bristol holds a truly momentous place in our nation's musical history. Recognizing this city's importance, the U.S. Congress formally declared Bristol to be the birthplace of country music in 1998. When in that year, the Congress passed a resolution that I authored in a bipartisan partnership with former Congressman Bill Jenkins from Tennessee's 1st Congressional District. It was here in July of 1927 that Ralph Peer came to record musicians from the southern Appalachian region for commercial distribution, an event often described as the Big Bang of country music. Over the course of 10 days, referred to as the Bristol Sessions, Peer recorded the original Carter family, Jimmy Rogers, and many other local musicians, who then found for the first time a commercial audience beyond the bounds of this region. The new Cultural Heritage Center will commemorate that rich musical heritage and help us build on our musical legacy. The center will be a truly unique building that is well suited for that purpose. It will offer state-of-the-art exhibits, educational programs, and performances in the former Good Pasture Motors building on Cumberland Street here in downtown Bristol. The new center will include gallery and exhibit space and feature exhibits that use advanced multimedia technologies. Additionally, a 100-seat theater will be constructed to complement downtown Bristol's existing performance venues. 2 classrooms will be included within the facility in order to conduct instruction for students from area schools. A gallery, 2,000 square feet in size, will be included within the facility in order to exhibit shifting displays. And these will be museum quality offerings on loan from the Smithsonian, with which the Birthplace of Country Music Alliance is affiliated, and also other museums in Virginia, Tennessee, and throughout the nation. The total cost of the construction of the new Cultural Heritage Center is more than $10 million. In addition to the $2.5 million in federal funding I'm announcing today, the Appalachian Regional Commission has provided a previous federal grant of $50,000 for planning, and another $500,000 is currently being requested from the Appalachian Regional Commission. And we're now working in our office to obtain federal approval for the award of that $500,000 grant, and we hope to have good news in the not-too-distant future about that. I think the award of the federal funding today may help us in that effort and be an encouragement in that cause. Other funding has been provided by the Virginia Tobacco Commission, the City of Bristol, Virginia, the City of Bristol, Tennessee, and a number of private individuals, corporations, and foundations who collectively have now contributed more than $3 million to the project. And today, a vigorous fundraising campaign begins to raise the final $3.7 million needed for construction of the facility. And I look forward to continuing our work with the Birthplace of Country Music Alliance and with the local governments of the cities of Bristol, Virginia, and Tennessee as steps are taken in order to raise these additional funds. With the federal funding we're announcing today, we are now well on our way to constructing the Birthplace of Country Music Alliance Cultural Heritage Center. And I just want to offer a couple of words of thanks to some key individuals who have had a really critical role in achieving the success that has been enjoyed so far and promoting the various activities that the Alliance sponsors, including the very popular Rhythm and Roots Festival that takes place here in Bristol every year. I want to say thank you to Ed Hill, who's with us here today. Ed is the current president of the Birthplace of Country Music Alliance and has been tremendously supportive of this project. He is the chief executive officer of a major business here in the Twin Cities that enjoys clientele that extends far beyond just these Twin Cities. And he has generously devoted substantial time and effort to the leadership of the Birthplace of Country Music Alliance. I also want to say thank you to the previous presidents, Fred McClellan and Leighton Harding, for their pioneering work. I believe Leighton was president at the time that we got the congressional resolution passed that designated Bristol to be the birthplace of country music in 1998. I also want to commend the work of the Board of Directors that for now more than 10 years has been tremendously active in building step by step a national reputation for the city of Bristol, the two cities of Bristol, as a venue for performance and helping to highlight nationally the fact that we do have such a rich musical heritage here in these cities. Bill Hartley, the Alliance's executive director, also deserves our thanks for his outstanding work, and I want to compliment what he does as well. This morning, we are joined by a representative from the Rural Development Agency within the Department of Agriculture, Travis Jackson. Travis is the regional director for all of Rural Development's programs in most of the congressional district that I serve. And he administers those programs on behalf of Southwest Virginians from his office in Woodville, and really does an excellent job in helping to support the advancements that we're making in the quality of life for Southwest Virginians. At the core of virtually every project that we have that is designed to improve and build the economy, whether it's a water system or a wastewater system, or expanding broadband into communities that have never had it, or purchasing vital equipment for our first responders, fire, police, and rescue, or contributing to projects that will enhance our cultural heritage, such as the project for which funding is provided today. The Rural Development Agency has been at the core of our progress. And I want to thank Travis Jackson for his leadership in making that possible, and thank him also for being here today. A word of thanks is due to Jim Rector, the mayor of Bristol, Virginia, Fred Tester, the mayor of Bristol, Tennessee, and the city councils of both cities that have been highly supportive in moving this project forward, and have also devoted financial resources from both cities toward that effort. And finally, I want to say a word of thanks to Derek Lyle, my project director, who is here. Derek has been working with the Alliance and with Rural Development as this funding application has made its way through the process. It was reasonably easy to get it through the Woodville office with Travis's excellent help. We had to take steps at the state office in Richmond in order to encourage approval, and more recently at the federal office in Washington. So it was, even within Rural Development, a somewhat lengthy three-step process, and I want to thank Derek for his excellent work in helping to steer this application along. Well, today we are a significant step closer to building this much-needed cultural heritage center, and I want to thank everyone who's had a role to play in that. I'm going to be followed by Travis Jackson for his comments, and then we'll hear from Ed Hill, the president of the Alliance, and at that point, the three of us will be pleased to join in answering whatever questions those in attendance may have. So at this time, I would like to introduce Travis Jackson.
Good morning. It is certainly a good day for Bristol, certainly a good day for the Birthplace of Country Music. It is a pleasure to be here to tell you and to also announce to you that last year our agency, working with your local congressman, was very fortunate to be able to invest nearly $690 million into the state of Virginia's economy. That certainly has huge economic impacts throughout the state, throughout the nation. And this project this year is going to also have very positive impacts on the overall economy of the city of Bristol and Washington County. What we looked at when we were considering this project is how was it going to effectively be able to create jobs and also be able to preserve a cultural heritage of this area. So many times communities look outside of their own communities looking for answers for the economic trials that they face. But Bristol is looking within. They're looking for something they possess that no other place in the world possesses, and that they are the birthplace of country music. This project will help preserve the cultural resource that has made Bristol what it is today. It will be a magnet that will draw tourism dollars into this region. That will be economic development, because truly we know that tourism is an economic development tool that so many communities do not use, but this congressman certainly has recognized for many years and has encouraged communities to make investments. Last year, again, working with the congressional office in this region, our office was very successful in the fact that we made more investments in utility systems, water and sewer systems, for the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act than any other office in the state and any other office in the nation. Not only that, we were able to make more first responder grant awards than any other office in the nation. Matter of fact, we were able to make more investments in the 9th District than most other states made in their entire states. And we could not have done that without your support. And I'm here today to thank you for that support. And what we pledge is that we're going to continue trying to do a good job for this region, and we're going to continue trying to make the investment. You know, when I first met with Bill Hartley, the first thing he said to me is, Mr. Jackson, the problem we have is no one's willing to take the first step. No one's willing to make the first investment, which then will bring the additional investments in. And so, realizing that someone needed to make those investments first, we decided it would be a good application, and it was merit. The project certainly had merit. So we're pleased to be here today to make the $2.5 million investment and congratulate the Birthplace of Country Music on that. We look forward to your continued success. I know you do still have a big road ahead of you, because you do still have a shortfall in total overall funding. But our office pledges support for you, and I know working with your congressman, if there's additional dollars that you are in need of as we get towards the end of the project, we'll work with you to see what we can come up with those shortfalls. So again, congratulations. Look forward to working with you.
Thanks, Travis. My name is Ed Neal, and I'm the current president of Birthplace Country Music. Congressman, thank you for all your help. I know it's a hard job that you do, and we all appreciate that. On behalf of the board of directors and the staff of the Birthplace Country Music, I want to thank everyone involved in this project. We've worked hard to get here. With this announcement and announcement of the ARC potential grant, we are about two-thirds of the way to our goal. This project, the economic impact it's going to make to this area during construction, which we hope to get started as soon as we can while the market is good, will create about 60 jobs during that period of time. Once the project is completed, our consultants say that it will sustain about 160 jobs in this region. Over the first 5 years, they're estimating a $43 million economic impact to this region. And we are looking forward to becoming a link in the crooked road. this is something I think that is going to open, Bristol opens Virginia up from Tennessee, and it's what people coming in. We appreciate everything that is happening here. One thing we're going to be kicking off very soon is our campaign to finish this project. We need somewhere around $3.7, $3.8 million in order to bid this project, and we have to have it all in hand before we can use any of the money that's been pledged to us. So we're going to be coming to this community, this region, and asking for your help. Our board is meeting today. We're starting to kick off a campaign. We hope to have some public events associated with the fundraising, and we're very, very pleased. It's been a lot of hard work. A lot of people, not just me, hundreds of people have participated in this, both sides of the street here, and it's going to just continue to make Bristol an even better place to live, and going to bring people into our area, and going to bring industry here. I mean, it's something to attract jobs, it's something to attract people. And thank you very much, and we're pleased to be here. Thank you, Congressman Boucher, for everything you do for this region, and we're glad to have you.
Thanks, Ed.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. Well, Ed and Travis, thanks for those fond words. And Travis, congratulations on your success in working with us and helping to attract such a substantial quantity of funding under the stimulus legislation in this region in 2009. There will be more in 2010. We'll be happy to answer any questions that our friends from the press have, and I think the three of us would be very happy to do interviews with the TV stations if you're interested in that after we finish here.